One of the questions we get asked a lot is, why are we trying to damage the ocean even more than it already is? So let's talk about that and why that's a falsehood.
Welcome to Colonize the Ocean podcast, where we discuss oceanic colonization, exploration, and education with your hosts Adam Jewell and Brendon Traxler.
So one of the main arguments that we have received over the years as we have worked on this project of ASC, of building manned underwater habitats, is the idea that we already put too much junk in the water as it is. So this is all man is trying to do, is put more in there and destroy the environment even more. I've gotten kickback from just random keyboard warriors all the way to different locations that I have contacted the community about. One location, I had sent a message on a Facebook group to the people living there saying, hey, here's what we're looking at doing. Is there anybody in this area that would be interested? And it was tons of, hey, stay away. We don't want you here. You're going to destroy our waters and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to take a few minutes here and clear the slate and set the record clean on this. First off, I understand that everybody wants to protect the oceans. And I really think that by putting more manned underwater habitats in the ocean, that's exactly what we're doing. By having a presence there 24/7 all over the world, we're going to have more eyes and we're going to have more information about what effects we are having or are not having on the oceans. And if we're able to, if the masses are able to see those waters, they're going to be more apt to protect them. And from a business standpoint, it just makes a whole lot more sense for us to want to keep the water clean around underwater habitats for the people visiting. So it makes no sense to me that thought process. But even more than that, let's look at the ocean as a whole. 73% of this earth is ocean, is water. It's taken us this long to partially fill up the world as it is. So it is going to take an enormous, probably more time than we have left on this earth to fill up the ocean or to do any kind of effect to it. The three-dimensionality of the ocean means that 99% of the livable area on Earth is in the water. So it is a huge amount I think it's a bigger amount of area than people honestly understand. And because of that, they're concerned about data centers in there warming the water, or underwater habitats damaging the coral reefs, or whatever thought might pop into their head. But in reality, I think that we will be doing more good for the ocean than bad. Now, I have said before that obviously putting an underwater habitat in the water anywhere is going to affect the surrounding area immediately. You can't bring a foreign object in anywhere and not expect some kind of kickback. But we are creating an artificial reef by habitats there. The intention is to have tons of cameras mounted all around these habitats, so we'll be collecting lots of visual data and what other types of information we can gather from it from there. So I see this as a win-win. No matter what humanity does, whatever we do, there's always going to be naysayers. There will always be people trying to affect and to kick down your dream. Just look at anything out there, anything that's growing, anything that is trying to do better. There's always going to be that Debbie Downer. And it's important that we, in the ocean community as we're looking at building underwater habitats, or just you in your own life, whatever it is, you do not listen to naysayers, not listen to that negative input. Now, we don't want to ignore it per se, because we want to understand and have empathy towards those people. But for us at ASC and for what we're doing, we're out here as a business to bring the masses to the ocean so they can enjoy the beauty, the peace, and just this alien world that we have. So I hope that answers that question a little bit more in depth, and that we can move past that. I'll say, if people have other questions they would like answered in this type of format, I would be thrilled to take a few minutes and create a individual soundbite or whatever it is, talking about my thoughts on underwater habitats, the ocean, scuba, whatever it may be, and the effects that we have on it, or just questions in general. I guess it doesn't have to be effects on it. So please shoot us a message, shoot me a message, and we'll keep in touch.